Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo 3, the Ultimate Driving Simulator. And before we get started on the final couple races in the old Vitz Race Challenge, I'm gonna get myself a nice handful of rainbow nerds to give me the necessary energy to thwart my enemies' advances. Apparently now, also featuring no artificial flavors, which is all fine and dandy, but at the end of the day, it is literally still just sugar and malic acid. So, I don't think it really matters whether the flavors are artificial or natural. It's literally just sugar and malic acid. And, you know, blue 1 lake, blue 2 lake. Way too many blues. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love blue, but it's a lot to handle in all that. But hey, you know what? We're going to Trial Mountain. I'm gonna get my revenge right here, you know? We really had a Rocky Balboa start, and it was not acceptable in the last time that we came through this area. I mean, this one's definitely a lot more technical than the other races that we have done. So, I mean, this one is going to be more challenging than the other ones. But if I can drive, like, 35% better than what I did, you know, in our first you know, time through this, I think we're gonna be okay. I truthfully feel that as I, you know, go bumper cars the rest of these guys out of here. I think, you know, as long as we can stay, you know, stay within distance of these guys, everything's gonna work out just the way that I want. And in the meantime, I have a story for you guys. It is fantastic. Probably one of the better customer encounter type of things that I've had in probably this year so far, now that I think about it. And the best part is that no words were said at all. And that's how you know it's great, because that means it was all based off of actions and not words. Sometimes words are great. Well, you know, words say plenty of things because they're words and they come out of your face. But actions speak much louder. They you know, the decibels are much greater, and we are still not doing very well here. We have not made any ground since that initial, you know, since we initially kicked this thing off, so kinda not feeling too hot here. Gotta kind of clean things up a little. Come on. You gotta work with me here. This is getting a little stupid. However, we did just almost knock off an entire second's worth of deficit. Yeah! Hey, you know, again, I have said it before, you know, you take the high road, I'll take the low road, and I'll be, you know, slaughtering helpless sheep before ye, or something of that nature, and we are gonna find a way. I don't know how, I don't know where or when, but we will find a way past this other Vitz. And then we will reclaim our spot on the throne of Vitzdom, and it'll be great. So anywho, this, so I'm working at the back table today because we had so much freight. I mean, we had just an unending barrage, essentially, of we had like an unending barrage of freight coming in all day. We had orders from like 5 or 6 different distributors, which is really extremely I mean, we really don't get that type of thing going on very often. And because it was only myself and my dad working, that's a lot of stuff for 2 people to handle. You know, with that on top of the fact that, you know, we only have 2 price guns, so it's not like we can both just, you know, shell this stuff out. You know, we can't just do it very quickly like that. I mean, you can only have really one guy manning the gun, because one of them's the regular price gun and the other one's the sale price gun. So, you know, there's very little that can be done there. You know, there are limitations to the madness. And so, with that, oh, here we go. We are going to put them away! I am... Whoa, boy! Okay. God, how awesome would that be? You go through that last thing and you hit the mound, and then you just like totally flip the car over and like slide through the finish line on like the roof of the car. That would be so awesome. Did it happen? No. Do I wish it would have happened? Oh yeah. But anywho, so we're working on all this stuff, and this lady comes in and she's talking to my dad up at the front counter, and I'm still working back at the back counter, and or at the back table, and this lady comes in. And, you know, she's kind of right back near where the refrigerator is and, like, the empty capsules where people buy them and put their own shit in there. Because, you know, why would you ever want to buy the ones that were already pre-made by companies whose sole purpose in life is to make the products for you? And people think they can just, like, subvert the process. Oh, boy, why would I ever want Solaray to make my vitamin C when I can just buy random vitamin C from God knows where and put them in my own capsules without a capsule filling machine? Oh, yeah, doesn't that sound like fun? Nothing says a fun Wednesday night quite like, you know, hunching over my kitchen table, trying to manually fill capsules and getting stuff everywhere, and then having to really make myself look like a moron trying to close the damn things up because I don't have something to tamp them down for me. How about it? Anywho, back to business. So there's this lady that's kind of hovering around in that area, which is no more than probably about 10 feet away from me, but like, unless you're around the corner, you can't see that I'm there. And so, because of the fact that I don't think that she realized that I was there, she must have thought that my dad was the only one that was in there. She decided, you know what? Maybe it's a great time for me to do this. And so I'm sitting there, you know, just getting my price gun loaded up to start doing some work, and all of a sudden this lady just cuts this huge ass fart, man. I mean, that thing was just a real chunker if I've ever heard one. It was just seriously, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass just for the sake of trying to over-exaggerate it. It was seriously like that. It was just like freaking chopper style all the way. And I was like, my eyes just dilated. I was like, are you fucking serious right now? Like, what the hell was that? I was like, who, like, because I didn't even know there was a person over there. I was like, who the hell did that just now? That was incredible. And like, I didn't really make any noise, but I was trying so hard to hold in just like gut-busting laughter throughout the whole thing. And then all of a sudden, she kind of peeks around the corner, and then she realizes that I was there, and just her face seriously got so red so quickly. Like, her face, I'm not gonna say it was the color of this Vitz, because that would probably be unhealthy and she would need to seek medical attention right away, but it was her face got so red. Oh man, she didn't say a word to me. She just looked at me and looked so embarrassed and turned around and walked away. And whatever it was that she had in her hand, she walked up to the front counter to check out with my dad. And I told my dad about it later, and he's like, that's why she had that look on her face when she got up there. He's like, she came up to the counter and she just had just this horribly, like, disgusted look on her face, like she was upset about something. And he's like, I didn't really want to inquire about anything. I just, you know, tried to be, just courteous about it. And then she just kind of bought her stuff and walked away. He's like, that's what happened? And I was like, yeah, it was so funny. Like, I was like, I'm surprised you didn't hear it, because, I mean, that could have easily been recorded as probably the loudest sound ever recorded at a football stadium even. It was unbelievable. Oh, boy. Like, I didn't even want to go, like, I didn't even want to have the job of going over there to, like, sanitize the area, just because I'll bet that probably just had the most insanely foul, you know, chipotle smell just festering in one's bowels that you could have possibly had. Oh boy. I just realized we're coming into like the last set of turns here. We gotta clean this thing up. I'm not trying to blow this thing on the final section, because I'm sitting here talking about farts. So let's figure this out here. I think we've got it pretty much in the tightly fastenedly or tightly closed plastic bag that environmentalists would be like, oh my god, it's something with the landfills and the global warming and oh my god. I don't know if plastic bags have anything to do with global warming. Who knows? I feel like just about everything has to do with global warming anymore. Oh man, you drink a glass of tap water? It's global warming, man. You can't be drinking tap water. You can't be drinking any water. You drink any of that, or just the entire environment's just gonna explode. And it's gonna be your fault because you drank tap water. Okay, did we win this thing yet? That was race number 5 after all. I think that we have done it. I think that we were the victors. Yes, we were. Hey! Congratulations. We're gonna give you this oddly pixelated trophy of a man holding another trophy. Ain't that weird? It sure is. And hey, look at that. In the grand scheme of things, we actually made some money. And we're gonna get a prize car out of it. And we're probably not gonna get a very good one either. Because they're all, I think, the same car. Yeah, look at that. I'm totally selling that thing right away. Because it's not as good as the one we have. But hey, look at that. We got golds throughout the whole thing, so that makes me happy inside. And we made money. So that is the other thing that is most certainly important in the grand scheme. So let's go in the garage here. Let's definitely sell this little guy because he is not necessary. And we get $3,600 out of it. Kind of crazy for a brand new car that you'd only get $3,600 out of it. Like, what the hell's the retail value of it? $7,500? I mean, it seems a little crazy to me. We have finally eclipsed 10%. Which is crazy, by the way. I mean, you think about this, we're on episode, what? Probably 6, it's either like 16 or 17, and we're at 10%. If you factor out the math, I mean, that equates out to approximately 170 episodes. That would eclipse my Gran Turismo 2 series by almost 30 episodes. That is craziness. I mean, I never thought in a million years that I would ever come across really anything that was going to, that was gonna take that one down. But hey, we are there. We are staring right down the barrel of it, really. The Alteza, huh? That could be fun. Altezas are awesome. My mom actually owns one right now. Just is under the guise of being a Lexus IS instead. The race car? What kind of bullshit is that? Yeah, that's real fair. Yeah, I'm sure a standard Lexus IS or a regular Alteza would really stack up just fine against the race car version of it. Yeah, how nice. God. Type R meeting, Evo meeting, the Beetle Cup. Let's do the Beetle Cup. Why the hell not? I think if there's one thing I really love about these games, and kind of sort of hate them all at the same time, is just the weird kind of satisfaction and loathing that $70,000. What the hell? Why is that $70,000? Who are you fooling with that? That is not acceptable. This is acceptable. That is insanity. Like, what the hell makes that so much better? 224 horse. As opposed to 115. Okay, you have double the horse. Make it 30. That's at least something. But you cannot make that thing 70 McGonagalls, man. Ooh, Technoblau Perfect. That sounds pretty cool. Ooh, Batikblau Perfect. We'll go with the... let's go with that purple. You know what? If we're gonna buy a Beetle, we at least gotta get it in a color that's very pleasing to the eye. But as I was trying to say, I have just like this satisfaction with driving just really like slow and kind of shitty cars. That is something that I adore so much about games like this. I mean, there were a couple back in Gran Turismo 2, I think, that they were just like these painfully slow vehicles that I don't even know if they even had like 70 horsepower. I think they were seriously like probably like 60 at best. Okay, 2850 or 4600. Okay, let's check this out. Let's go turbo first. This thing does not get it. That's nice. Okay, so I guess we're really gonna be working on NA tune-ups here. 12,000. That seems okay. And then probably some exhaust, I guess, would probably be the other thing that would bring it all together. 228 or 232? 46, 28. I don't think that 4 horsepower is going to make a huge difference. If it does, then well, I'll feel pretty bad about it later, but I think this is going to be all right. And I think that we're going to be pretty well set up for the next episode. Let's see. What races are going to be included in this little event? I'm kind of intrigued. Let's see what it has in store for us. I think we're going to stop before this thing gets all started, but it looks like the test course. Oh God. The cup car. Really? Oh no, this is going to be bad. I mean, we should have enough horsepower though, I think. Oh boy. We may have to do some defensive stuff, and I'm not going to be pleased with that. Yeah, so I think what'll happen is we're going to get started on this, and it's going to be pretty cool. I'm hoping that test course doesn't come back to bite me in the ass for not buying the necessary things, but we'll see. We will see. So until then, my friends, this has been your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button. It helps me out an insanely large amount. If you are interested in watching more of these in the future, do hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to post as many of these as regularly as humanly possible, so stick around, and we'll do this next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.